Skip, the Packers ran into a buzzsaw. And as great as Tom Brady has played this year and played really well in the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers played great, played really well in the played great in the playoffs. Matt Ryan has been on another level. And you knew when the Falcons got the football first and they went down and got 7, the Packers needed to answer, and not with a field goal, because they go down and they missed the field goal. Falcons go right back down. Now it's 10-7. It's 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it looks like the Packers are about to get back in the ball game because they're going. Ripkowski is breaking off a big run. The guy comes, pull the balls out.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's 17-0. And from that point, and here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has to be historically great every opportunity because he doesn't have a defense that can ever help him out. Think about this, Skip. In his 6 playoff losses, his defense is average giving up 36.8. But in his wins, they give up 18 points. So they double. Think about that now, Skip. Here's a guy that threw in 3 games, he's thrown for over 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 INTs, and he's going home after getting shellacked. And that's what this is. I told you, you can play really, really good, and Julio Jones will hit you for 100. But if you have an off day, he's going for 2 bills or 3. Think about this, Skip. They played the first time. Atlanta scored 33 points. Julio Jones had 3 catches for 29 yards. They played the Atlanta Falcons. They played the New Orleans Saints. Atlanta scored 45. Julio has 1 catch for 16 yards. Think about that now. What team you know, their best receiver catches 1 pass and the team scores 45? The best receiver catches 3 for 29, no touchdowns, and they can score 33. You see what happens when he goes berserk? Matt Ryan is playing at an unbelievable level because they go touchdown, field goal, TD, punt, TD, 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 TD. Game, set, match. Skip.
Well, they also have this guy named Sanu and this guy named Taylor Gabriel and this guy named Freeman and this guy named Tevin Coleman and this guy named, I can just keep going.
I said earlier, Skip, if you have a weakness, you get to the playoffs and you play a team that's capable of exploiting it, what's going to happen?
Yep.
What are we talking about Green Bay? Now remember that this is the same Green Bay defense that gave up 47 to Tennessee. They gave up 42 to the Washington team. They gave up 31 at home to Andrew Luck. This is the same defense. We shouldn't be surprised. Think about this. I think the record is when a team in the regular season, when a team gives up 44 or more points in the regular season, it's like 12 and 804. In the postseason, it's like 3 and 37. When you give up that many points, Skip, your chance of winning, and guess what? It's happened to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has been on 2 of those 37. Skip, he has to be great every chance he gets. Or if he doesn't have a defense that can help him out. So think about this, Skip. And I know you love, Skip. So he loves stats. That boy, Skip Bayless, he loves him some stats.
Just good ones.
Oh, you love some good ones? Well, how about this here? Brady, it's what? 24, what is he? 24 and 9 in the playoffs, Skip? Only 3 times has his defense gave up 30 points or more. Aaron Rodgers has been in the playoffs 16 times.
It's because Tom Brady controls the football. Plays keep away, converts 3rd downs, unlike Aaron Rodgers yesterday at Atlanta. Tell me when I can go, please.
I'm going to tell. I'm just saying. So in 33 chances, his defense that plays behind him has only given up 30 points 3 times. Aaron Rodgers in 16 games, his defense has given up 30 or more.
You know why? Because Aaron Rodgers is hot and Aaron Rodgers is cold. He is not consistently, historically great, transcendentally great. And yesterday, as we discussed on Friday, he was going to have to be, as you call him, special, the greatest thrower of the football ever. And he was not that guy yesterday. And I guess you can say they lost the game when they lost the coin flip, because obviously Matt Ryan went boom, boom, boom down the field, 7-zip. Okay, it's on you, Aaron bleeping Rodgers. You got to hold serve. Show us what you got. And he went boom, boom, but he didn't get the final boom because it got to 2nd and 4 at the Atlanta 23. And he's got Jared Cook on 6-foot-tall Keanu Neal. Aaron whips it high and outside. That's a touchdown. This is the man you've been telling me for weeks can throw rockets through keyholes. I want to see a rocket into that keyhole, and he's high and wild. You know what he was? He was errant Rodgers, E-R-R-A-N-T Rodgers on that throw. And again, I got high degree of difficulty here. I'm giving you no room for error, no margin, but this is Aaron bleeping Rodgers. You got to make that throw. He's got a 6'5" guy on a 6-foot-tall guy open at the goal line. Got to make it. And then he misfires on 3rd down, and then you know the rest of the story. I was about to puke in my living room when Mason bleeping Crosby walked in and missed the field goal.
Why were you about
It's the same guy who lucked in a 56-yard field goal to save Aaron Rodgers from 4th and 13. 56-yarder and lucked it in over the right, just inside the right upright over the crossbar. And then he turns right around and snap hooks the game-winning field goal, and somehow the hand of God pulls it back inside the left upright. But how did he make those two? 56 and 51, and this is a chip shot for him. This is 41 yards. You got to make it. And he gagged it. And you know what? Right on schedule, the Green Bay Packers turned into what I thought they would have turned into 2 Sundays ago at Jerry World, pumpkins. They were pumpkins. They were just fall pumpkins. That's all they were. And Aaron Rodgers got away with winning a game on a 56-yarder and a 51-yarder. And then right on schedule, because that team doesn't really believe in itself. It doesn't have a lot of love for its quarterback. No, they don't. And then Ripkowski fumbles. Jake Ryan has a fumble right in his arms and can't control it and recover it. Then they drop passes. Then they dropped interceptions. And you know what? They left all of their magical, mystical luck at Jerry World the week before. That's what happened yesterday. And the defense definitely got exposed, but in large part, that was because Aaron bleeping Rodgers failed to convert on 4 of his first 5 third downs. And that leaked into the 3rd quarter when it was 24-0. So again, I got his bar set way up here because, as you told me on Friday, he's a top 5 quarterback. Well, a top 5 quarterback has to win a shootout with Matty Ice. Come on. I mean, it's just Matt Ryan.
For me, I don't look at one game and says, okay, now he had a bad game, he's not great anymore. Because if we're going to do that, so how many pegs did you knock Joe Montana down for losing 49-3 to the Giants? Did you knock him down any?
No, because he came back. He had Super Bowls. He had 4 for 4.
At that point,
should have had 4 MVPs. It was Jordan-esque.
At that point, he had not had. He was 4 for 4.
Okay. But he got knocked out of the game. He got knocked cold by Jim Burt. Remember that? Sent to the hospital.
John Elway lost 55-10. John Elway lost what? 46-20. He lost 42-10. Was he not great? Skip.
I don't know. You know, that's a good question because without Terrell Davis falling out of the sky into your lap,
he was still great. See, I believe, Skip. This is the way I look at it. Now, this is me. You can be great without having championships, but to be in the conversation for the greatest, greatest, you need championships. So you can be great without rings. But to be in the conversation for greatest, you need those rings. Skip, think about this, Skip. I want you to think about, let this sink in. With 14 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, Matt Ryan had thrown for 344 yards. With 14 minutes left.
Because he kept getting the ball back. You keep giving him the ball at home in that Georgia Dome, last big night at the Georgia Dome.
And here's the thing, though. If you said, okay, once they went down 7-0, and if they don't score here, it's ball game. Because guess what? Your defense can't get you the ball back.
Yeah, it's an Aaron Rodgers game. He's got to be he has to be historically great. He has to be transcendentally great. And he wasn't right away.
Skip, think about this. Just a week before, Tom Brady was 18 of 38, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. His team win by 21 points. Aaron Rodgers.
By the way, what happened to the guy who should have caught the pass that turned into the first interception, Michael Floyd? Can you help me with that?
He was in that.
He was an active, a healthy scratch yesterday. That's how they do business. That's how Tom Brady does business.
How they do? I'm just saying, Skip. Let's just look at it. Tom Brady, 18 less than 50% completion, 2 touchdowns, but he also had 2 interceptions.
Only one was his fault.
Skip. So let me ask you a question. What about when the quarterback throws a bad pass and the receiver comes back and breaks it up? Does he get credit for that?
Should he get credit for the fact that he was going up against the #1 ranked defense coming out of the regular season in yards allowed?
Skip,
Houston's was the #1 defense, and they still covered the outrageous point. What did it get up to? Like 17? I think it was up to 17 at one point, and they covered.
Skip, don't you think that once you make the playoffs, you should probably have to face the best teams? Or do you always?
That's what you call #1 seed.
And you know what I love? I love Matt Ryan's day. Do you know how good Matt Ryan's day was yesterday? They have this thing called QBR, and it's been in effect since 2006. The greatest playoff game in NFL history is recorded by who, Skip Bayless? Better than the one Tom Brady had against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Am I correct, Tom Brady?